Morning. Morning. Tuesday morning. I don't know if anybody's going to join. I don't schedule these. I just put them on. If you're awake, I've got the back door open because of the dog. I've caught the sun over the last week or so, man. It's feeling good. I love it. I haven't got my big light on today, and it's made everything look a lot whiter. Morning, Father. As usual. First a bloody comment. Tuesday morning. Coffee morning. It is cold. I've got a delivery due this morning. And I can pretty much guarantee that it's going to turn up whilst I'm doing this. Almost guarantee it. Morning, B. B's in the house. My dad's in the house. Sammy's here. Yeah, my doorbell might go, in which case the dog will bark. Then I'll have to go to the door. Let's see what happens. It's just a couple of t-shirts. Morning, Deborah. I haven't really got anything to say. I think I say that every time. I'm just here to drink tea. I was sitting on the sofa this morning just thinking, like, shall I really do this anymore? Morning, Lauren. Morning, Maria. Morning, Deb. Yeah, I was thinking, like, shall I? Morning, Ben. Everybody's saying morning. I like it. It makes it worthwhile, I guess. But yeah, I was contemplating not doing the live thing anymore. I don't know. Like, I was lying in bed last night thinking, what can I really talk about? Like, I was thinking of going over some of my old stuff, like old videos, and maybe trying to talk people through, like, agoraphobia and stuff. So I don't know. Deborah's happy to be joining. Morning, Olivia. Nice to see you. Have you all got your tea or your coffee with you? You ready? Ben, you at work this morning, mate? Mitchell. Morning. Thanks for keeping these coffee mornings going. Keeping you sane. I don't remember seeing you comment before. Thanks for watching, Mitchell. Appreciate it, man. I think recapping the old vids is a good idea. Okay. Could say goodnight. California, 1 a.m. All the way across the pond. Buenos dias. I like it. Morning, Merv. Another new commenter. Keep going. These are keeping me going. 3 months of isolation to go. Wow. Okay, we'll see. I've got, like, it is good morning. Yeah, you're right. 1 a.m. Still good morning. Coffee morning. Bit early for coffee. Having my company is great. Thanks. I didn't say that because I wanted people to be nice. I was just... Olivia's in Tesco. Brilliant. What's it like in there this morning? Busy? I'm just waiting for my delivery. Like, I know it's going to happen. And the bin men need to come and empty the bloody bins. Why have we got more rubbish? We're in isolation. We can't go out and buy anything, but we've got more rubbish. It's because we're sorting the house out. That's what it is. Going through cupboards and just finding junk. Stuff that I refuse to throw away. No, we can't get rid of that. I might need it. Morning, babes. Are you on your break? I love the compliments. Morning, Alison. What am I drinking this morning? I'm drinking decaf tea, as always. I called it a coffee morning because, like, I've heard of coffee mornings. People don't have tea mornings, but I drink coffee. Tea. Shit. I drink tea, but my girlfriend has just bought a new coffee machine. That's why I was thinking coffee. Yeah, she likes a coffee. Deborah thinks I should have my own radio station. Man, just contact your local radio station and get me on. I have thought of that, man. Not having my own radio station. But I would love to just talk crap. Maybe I could do like 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. when nobody's listening apart from truckers. Why not? Sammy's decluttered the lounge and girls' room. She needs a skip. Morning, Wallace. Welcome to the stream. So, yeah. Should we talk about what am I drinking? Decaf, tea, Tetley. Lauren has a Bosch Tassimo. I can't remember what the machine is that my girlfriend has just bought. Morning, Tracy. Quiz runner-up. Did you enjoy the quizzes at the weekend? I don't know whether I'm going to do any more. If I do, it'd probably be a weekend thing, but we had a good turnout on Sunday. I think we had 16 or 17 people in the second one, which was reasonable. But my son won, which I'm not, I'm not great about that. Because now he's got, like, the bragging rights. I couldn't enter the quiz because I made the questions. Obviously, I know the answers. Did anyone see Elon Musk's Starlink satellites last night? No. But I did see people talking about it on Twitter, though I have no idea what it is. But I did hear that there's supposed to be meteor showers tonight. So, coming from the northeast, or starting in the northeast, ending up towards the south. I might be talking rubbish. I'm sure. It's a Nespresso. It's a good machine. I like it. I like the way the lid opens. You just press the thing and it's good, man. Kia ora. Jenna in New Zealand. I used to drink Kia ora. Wait. Have I noticed the difference with my anxiety? Is there a difference between decaf and normal? Yeah, there's no caffeine. I used to drink so much tea that I know there's not as much caffeine in tea as there is in coffee, but I used to drink that much that it wasn't good. So that's why I switched to decaf. And I don't know whether I notice a difference, but the difference now is if we go somewhere or if we're on holiday or something, like I won't want to go to a cafe for a cup of tea just in case they haven't got decaf. And then I'll have a normal cup of tea and because I noticed the difference. I had a can of not Red Bull. Jesus Christ, I'd be climbing the walls. I had a can of Dr. Pepper, which has caffeine in, and I didn't think about it while I was drinking it, but then like 10, 20 minutes later, I was feeling a bit jittery, palpitations, like somebody's just said. And then I looked at the can and it was like, oh, this does contain caffeine. I was like, okay, maybe that's not a good idea. I don't drink Coca-Cola or Pepsi or anything like that. Because I do notice a difference. I feel jittery when I have caffeine. Now I can answer. Wait, we'll cover that first. Maria drinks decaf. Less heart palpitations. Yeah, I agree. Have I noticed the difference with my anxiety? Not really. I think because we can't go out so much, it's like I don't feel the need to go out. I don't feel that there's any pressure for me to go out. So it's like we can't go to the zoo or we can't go to the cinema. We can't go to a restaurant for dinner. So there's less pressure. But like I'm going to the shop and I feel absolutely fine when I do it, apart from when I had a freak out the other day. But everything feels easier at the moment. My anxiety's not high, touch wood. Everything seems to be going well. Like I feel okay, I feel pretty clear. I know that I need to work, which is my plan for today. I am going to get back into work because I've just taken so long off. I don't know why. I just haven't been able to focus on work. I've been focusing on Anxiety United, I guess. Maybe a bit too much, but I don't know. I've got work to do and I need to get back into it. But I go through phases like this where I'll put all my attention into stuff. I'm so like that. It's bad. Like I get carried away in one direction so easily. Like I'll focus all my attention on this. I remember years ago I started playing tennis and then I just had to buy the expensive tennis rackets and shorts and t-shirts and I had to have all the equipment. Like played tennis twice and then couldn't be bothered. So have I noticed a difference with my anxiety? I guess yes. I've got less anxiety maybe, even though I had that panic last week in the shop. Like it didn't have a rollover effect. I didn't come home and start thinking and dwelling on it. Maybe because I rode out the panic in the shop, so I weren't like it wasn't a negative experience. But Don't know. Interesting. Tracy loved the first quiz, but was so out of sync for the second one. Yeah, it was weird. Like, I know the first quiz that I did on Sunday was an issue because of the timing, but I don't know. We'll see if we do it again. If we do, we'll figure it out. Lauren missed it. She got in the bath. Meteors tonight. Starlink will pass again at 9 p.m. FYI. Meteors. I just ain't got time to go out. Look up there for hours. I'll be in bed anyway. We have to get up stupid early. Sammy drinks Pepsi Max pretty much all day long. That's good for you. Deborah, love the podcast. Think you should be on local TV. No, I don't want to be. I don't want to be on TV. I wouldn't mind being on TV, like talking to people and sharing their stories. But you know, I love the idea of that. Like doing a podcast thing that more people see would be great. Like share it. That's the point. That's why I do the podcast. So I guess doing these live streams this is all about the people that are following me already, like subscribers on YouTube, people that are on Facebook, people that I like recognize in the comments, and that's what these decaf coffee mornings are for. It's just so we can have a little chat in the morning. Like, I recognize people. It's nice to see comments from the same people. We're kind of like a little community, I feel. But the podcasts, like, I want those to reach out to other people. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll keep making them, and I have no more podcasts ready to upload. I've got none in the pipeline. I haven't got any arranged, so I don't know. I need to do something. I will eventually. Sorry. Oh, that was the loudest noise ever. Apologies if you're wearing headphones. Xena has the worst meeting ever at 10. Anxiety is through the roof. Okay, so yeah, you're just gonna have to go for it. Get it done. There's nothing we can say or do that is going to make you feel any better, other than the fact that it's anticipation that you're feeling. And 9 times out of 10, the actual event is less stressful than the anticipation of what it would have been. You're picturing all these worst case scenarios. It's not going to happen, Xena. You're going to be fine. You will get through it, and I guarantee you that you will get home after the meeting and you'll look back on it and think, okay, whether it was bad or not, you got through it. You will get home. And within like 2 hours from now, or however long the meeting goes on for, like, that will pass. It'll pass quickly, I assure you. Maria was going out today to pick up her online food order and had an anxiety attack. Had to send the hubby to pick it up. Yeah, well, if it happens, it happens. It's bad. I had a panic attack, like I said in the last live, I think it was that I did. I had a panic attack and I managed to ride it out. But like, there's times when I can't. There's times when I can't go in the shop and my girlfriend has to go in, or my son or my daughter or my dad, when we're not in lockdown, you know? So you're not alone, Maria. You're not alone. Especially now as well. Like, people are super stressed out. Yes, that is exactly what I mean. Like with fishing. I bought all the fishing equipment last year and we went, 4 or 5 times? Although we do plan to go fishing again. Me, my dad, and my son. We do plan to do that. Perhaps not on video. But yeah. Lauren's the opposite. This is hell on earth. 3 months of being in one room by yourself. It's made me worried how I will cope. And to make it worse, hay fever started. So worried I'm ill. But I know it's my hay fever. Because I can't go out. I can only sit and think, yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem. I was reading something on Sky News this morning. Because I still read the app. I don't watch the news, but I still read the app. But it's like under my control. I can just have a quick look at it. And there's a lot of people that are getting concerned with hay fever symptoms, like thinking that it might be COVID, but it's not, apparently. But I don't know. Like, everybody's hay fever symptoms are different. Somebody commented on one of my videos the other day Did I speak really fast then? Somebody the other day saying that their dizziness is a result of hay fever, which is interesting because I've never heard that. Because like they were I would think I was talking about dizziness in a video, and they mentioned like dizziness is one of their hay fever symptoms. Interesting. Never thought of it. But I know that I get sinus issues a couple of times a year. Maybe it's that. Can you hear the dog pitter-pattering? Come here, mate. Let's show the people what they want. Oh, jeez. Here she is. Look, you're on telly. Oh, wow. I don't know what she's been eating in the garden. Was it nice, mate? Yeah. Sorry, I will get back to the comments. So, Lauren, yeah, you'll be fine. Just sit it out. There's nothing we can do. Okay, you can bugger off now. Get off! Oi! Okay, sit there. Bugger. I can hear a car outside. More publicity to help. More help to others. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if these help. I don't really know if the podcasts help. Do people take things from the podcasts? Like, have you watched any of them? Which one was the best one so far? Everybody's saying how cute the dog is. Look, you're on TV. Please stop eating my ear. Look, what's this? What's that? It's pretty cool. Like I video call my dad usually after doing these decaf coffee morning, or like I'll speak to my brother or Josh, my son, and like I'll do it on my computer so they're on the big screen, and the dog can hear their voice, and she's like, oh, I recognise that. It's Grandad. Has he got me anything? But not usually. Not now. Joycey made it this morning. Thank you. Vance, just been watching the Chris Kirkland podcast. Really interesting. Seems a really good guy. Must check out Yappa. Yeah, I haven't looked at the app. I don't know. But it looks interesting. Maybe it might be something. I actually got followed by, I think he said the guy was Jack Knowles, the guy that made it. He followed me on Twitter this morning. So maybe there's a podcast in that. Possibly. Could talk to him. We'll see. I feel way easier in the podcast that I'm doing with people that have suffered with anxiety, like that aren't celebrities. I don't know. Like I've tried 2 with celebrities now. The Chris Kirkland, he's a celebrity, I guess, famous. And I did one with a TV psychologist, I think she was. But it just didn't work. So I haven't even uploaded it. I'm not going to, ever. It's in the vault. Shut up. It's because next door's dog's barking. But yeah, I prefer like the one with Eddie and the one with my son, obviously, and just normal people. I'm not saying that they're not normal, but it feels easier when they're on my level. Like I'm not starstruck. Don't know. I might be talking crap. Am I still having panic attacks? Yeah, I had one like last week, but it was very short-lived. It didn't stick around. I didn't bail. I didn't, like, usually if I felt as uneasy as I did before I went in the shop, I wouldn't have gone in the shop. But I just went in as normal. Had a bit of a panic. Didn't decide to leg it out of the shop. I just stood with it, rode it out, and it literally passed within 20 seconds. So, yes, I still do experience them. I don't know whether they're as strong or as long, but that's not to say that I might have one later today. Like, there's no rhyme or reason. Lauren recently had a conversation with someone about everyone being anxious all the time. Yeah. A lot of people are talking about feeling anxious now that the corona thing is happening. Like, people are talking about feeling anxious. I mentioned it to Chris Kirkland. Like, I was trying to raise a point of, like, pre-match nerves before a soccer match, football match. Like, those are normal nerves, and everybody that's nervous now about corona and worried about their family and going shopping, I'm seeing more people with face masks and stuff. It's understandable that people are anxious. But when you've got a disorder, like, and it affects the way that you live, then that's I suppose it is affecting the way that people are living now, but it's not really a disorder that those people are experiencing because they've got a valid reason for their anxiety. Whereas when we experience panic attacks, like a lot of the time, it's just completely out of the blue. There's no valid reason other than overthinking and irrational thinking. This is all for the dog. She is too cute. Cutie. Ah, cute. My cute little monkey. Yeah, we say that she looks like a monkey, don't we? And my mate actually said that she looks a bit like a monkey, which is interesting. Maybe she does. Love the dog. Cute dog. Helps knowing you're not alone. I'm new, so not got round to the podcast yet. Yeah, you should give it a try. Start from the start. I did a podcast with Drew from The Anxious Truth, who's a friend. And then I did one with Carl Vernon, who's a coach. I was trying to think of what he is. He's an author and a coach. And then, obviously, the one with Eddie, which was great. Oh, that was your favourite, Tracy. Yeah, see, Tracy's favourite podcast was the one with Drew. With Eddie, Jesus Christ, I'm so confused. The one with Eddie, but that was because, he's a fellow sufferer. And he wasn't trying to sell anything, hasn't written a book. That's it. Izzy, stop barking, you bugger. My mum was reading an article yesterday and she said the same about hay fever. Hay fever, people have been calling ambulances. Yeah, it's happening. People are concerned about hay fever. Jack Knowles, Brummy app pioneer. You know of Jack Knowles. Has he made any other apps? Tell me more. They said on the radio yesterday that we will have a mental health crisis. I've been saying that for weeks. Welcome to my life. Anxiety UK has been inundated, apparently. Have I contacted them to let them know about what I offer? See, no, because I don't offer anything. I mean, there's free resources on the website and that, but nah. Anxiety UK is a charity. They need money. They need money to operate. And that's it. I know that they offer like counselling and stuff like that. I don't know what the waiting lists are. There's probably big, but I can't do any. Like I don't offer counselling. I still struggle myself, so I know I can give advice. I just don't take it. But I don't know. Nah, I haven't contacted them. We follow each other on Twitter, but see, there's an issue with like other. I never know what to call Anxiety United. It's not an organisation. It's not. It's literally just me. But I think because in the past, like I used to contact Anxiety UK and Mind and trying to change in that and ask them to retweet something that I'd produced or created, and then like they would never share it because they see Anxiety United as competition for them. And that's what it feels like. It's like all these different mental health charities are competing against each other for your book. And that's where the issue is. Like if they joined forces and helped each other, I'm not saying I need to be involved in that. Like I just do what I do. There's free resources on the website and they will always be free. And you don't need to donate. Like it's just there. But there's no services on offer and stuff. But like the other places, the other charities or organizations won't often share other people's stuff unless they're smaller things like Anxiety United. Like I do follow a bunch of other organizations and that, and we chat now and again. But the big boys, no, because they see you as competition, and it's unfortunate. Because if Anxiety UK does something brilliant, then Mind probably won't share it, and neither will Rethink, because they're all looking after their own interests. Keep doing what you're doing, Billy. Haven't had any panic attacks for over a year and a half. No longer housebound. Got a job for over a year. Nice one, Johnny, man. Yeah, I remember when you were posting videos like every day. Check out Johnny. I don't know if you're still uploading, mate, but it's good progress. I remember talking to you, like on comments. You've done well, man. Proves that it can be done. Proves that it can be done. It doesn't prove that he'll never have a panic attack again, but he's not actually saying that. What it proves is that you can carry on. like, and do what you do. I think we're going to have a major mental health crisis after this. Yeah, I agree. And the services aren't there already. And that's what's bad. You're getting dizziness, lightheaded after sitting down, especially if you've been sitting in the sun. Now that is an interesting subject. Thank you, Joycey, because I'm usually exactly the same. Every time the sun comes out, like, I can sit in it for 5-10 minutes and then I start feeling dizzy and weird, and then I get hot and it's just But for some reason, I am really enjoying the sun at the moment. I don't know if it's because it's not that hot. Like, it's not 30 degrees, so I'm not melting and I can breathe. The air is clear and fresh. But usually it's just the sun. Like, I can't stand in the sun for too long or sit in the sun because I have those exact same thoughts in my head. I'm getting dizzy, like feeling a bit lightheaded. Can't sit out in the sun for too long. Strange that it's not affecting me so much this year yet. Maybe because it's not so hot, but I'm enjoying it. Like, me and my girlfriend on her days off have been making the most of the sun. It's just so happened that on her days off, the sun has been out. Timed perfectly. But I love sitting out in the sun at the moment. It's odd. Sammy's friend rung her yesterday, concerned that she hasn't been out in 5 weeks. Worried this will affect her. She'll have a panic attack when she goes out after the lockdown. She'd never suffered before. Yeah. See, maybe she's seen you talk about that stuff, Sammy, and she can now, like, it's now starting to commute in her head. This is what people go through when they are stuck in the house, and it becomes that much of a big issue. The longer that you leave it, like, we all know that, the longer that you leave it before you go out, the harder it is to go out. That first time, that becomes an issue. I know that I've done that recently, where I've not been out for a few weeks, and it's like, I need to go and do something, and it becomes an issue. So it's important to try and keep, even if it's just literally just walking 100 yards down your road. I was going to talk about, actually, when I very first started this live stream, I was going to talk about one of my old videos where I walked to the post box. And I know, like, me and Drew joked about it, like, how much of a mammoth task that was back in the day. It was probably, I don't know, 300-400 yards maybe, the post box from my house to the post box. I had a letter to post, and I think this was about 15 years ago I made the video. It's on YouTube now. I don't know what it's called. Maybe I'll put a link in the description after the video goes live on YouTube. But there is an old video, like, it's 10 years old on YouTube now. That's because I re-uploaded it, because the first time I uploaded it, I took that channel down and re-uploaded on Anxiety United 10 years ago. And it was such a mad experience. Like, for me to sit and think about that now, that I struggled to walk 300 yards down the road, like, it's bizarre. And I think, like, we don't measure our progress. It's really hard to see how far you've come when you're still in the cycle of anxiety, because I still am. But, like, that's why I started making the videos all that time ago. Like, I knew that I could look back on that and think, have I been worse than I am now? Hell yes. I've been way, way worse. And I've got evidence to prove it, because there's a video where I didn't really struggle going to the post box, but it was such a massive issue. Like, I spent hours before actually putting the camera on just thinking about going to do it. Even though I'd been shopping that morning, it was just the fact that I was then going to walk from my house to the post box on my own, vulnerable. Just, that was the issue for me back then. And then I just kept doing that. I think I did it for like 4 or 5 days, just walking to the post box and back on my own, until I could then take the next step of walking to the shop, the local shop. It was like 2-3 times further than the post box. And then did that every day for a period. Like, that's the exposure stepladder that you're supposed to work on if you're struggling with agoraphobia, if you're stuck at home, which I'm not anymore, but I still do have issues. There's still stuff that I need to work on. But if you're, like, proper stuck, then that is the way to do it. Exposure therapy. It's the only way, because you can't sit and read a book or watch videos about people saying, this is what you got to do. Well, you can watch the videos, but then you got to do it. Like, you have to act. You have to act. You have to put your effort in. Otherwise, you just stay stuck. I like Michael, mate. All the podcasts are good. Learn some useful things from watching them. Cheers, mate. You offer a service because we are all like-minded people that share the way we feel. Yeah. I guess, that's the thing. It helps to know someone else feels the same and has had similar setbacks. You enjoy it especially, as you say at the moment, because it's not so hot. But annoying that I get that feeling. Yeah. This is my favourite time of year for the weather. I think it's because we get hot, so we feel warm, and that causes panic. Exactly. Morning, Gemma. I know this will set me back. I'll be back to square one, and then that upset me because I think, why try? Make the progress when life just kicks you in the teeth and sets you back. See, that's a very negative mindset already. No. Like, you don't know that this will set you back. It doesn't have to set you back. And one thing's for sure is you won't go back to square one. You can't unlearn what you've already learned. Like, if you made progress to get to where you are now, then you won't forget that. Like, yes, you might have a setback, but we don't know how big or how little. I think people that have anxiety at the moment are dealing with this really, really well. And my reason for that, I've said it a few times, is because I think we have these catastrophes every freaking day. Like, every day of our lives, when we wake up in the morning, we're freaking overthinking and worrying, irrational thoughts and catastrophizing. So when something like this happens in reality, like, it's just another day. That's the way that I feel. Like, this crap that's happening in the real world happens in my head anyway. Like, the worst situations possible. If I go to a shop, there's going to be an explosion. I'm going to collapse, die, spin out of control, heart palpitations. My stomach's rumbling. I haven't had my breakfast. Cocoa Pops. But yeah, that's my theory, is that because we are like on this high state of anxiety anyway, the stuff that's happening outside is just another day. Just another day. Nothing new to me. It's irrational as my thoughts are normally. Lauren loves Christmas. Favourite time of the year. Yeah, I like Christmas. I do like Christmas. I'm conscious of a delivery turning up. I can see in the reflection off my desk that a car has just pulled up. And the next door's dogs are barking. Could be my delivery. One of my big problems, negative thinking. I'm a lot better, but a work in progress. We're all a work in progress, mate. You are not alone. Even though you're indoors, you're still getting challenged by anxiety and making progress. Yeah, exactly. Every day. We learn something new every day. Like, it's not a lie. There's a reason that quote exists. Because we do. We learn a lot about ourselves. The fear of having a setback is exposure in itself. When you come out of this and realise you didn't go back to square one, you will know not to trust that thought next time. Yeah, make a journal. It's a good idea. Make a journal about how you feel now and your worries, and then in a month's time, 2 months' time, when this is all past, like, have a look at what you said you thought was going to happen, and when you realise that it didn't, or even if it did, you're still here to read the frickin' journal. Thank you, Gemma. You know what I mean? It's never as bad as we think it's going to be. Or even if it is, because maybe sometimes it is. We still get through it, and that's the point. The point is, we shall not be defeated. We stand strong. We stand united. Anxiety united. What a segue. I reckon I'm about done, man. I've got work to do. I've got Cocoa Pops to eat. I might make myself another cup of tea. Plus, my delivery's going to be here soon. And we're 35 minutes in, which is pretty incredible. Man, why are you just joining now? Morning. Some of us have been up since bloody 6, lad. Setbacks are perfectly normal. Don't take them personally. They're part of the recovery process. Just try not to let them get to you. Try not to let them go. Try not to let them get to you. They will pass just like panic attacks. 12 weeks feels like a long time. Must do day by day. Exactly. I was thinking of something, but I don't know what. Yeah, setbacks are part of the process. Like, I have had so many freaking setbacks. It's ridiculous. I've lost count. But it's just like recovery is not, what do they say, linear? Is that the right word? Don't know. Just regurgitating other people's crap. Same. Gonna go get me some honey hoops. Yeah, Cocoa Pops are calling me. I'm out of here. Bye, Jem. Have a great day. Everybody else, have a wonderful Tuesday. I'll be back tomorrow, I guess. And I'll maybe look at some of my old videos and see if there's something I can take from them and share with you. But yeah, like, subscribe on YouTube and like the Facebook page, share the videos. I liked it last week when everybody shared it. Maybe when we first go live, like, I'm going to ask people to share stuff so we can try and get more people. Share the videos on YouTube, because that's like where I post the most. I post the most on YouTube. I was trying to think of something else that would rhyme, but it didn't. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Merv, for watching. Thank you, Joycey. Thank you, Sammy. Did I already say that? And thank you, Lauren, for watching. Yeah, let's have a good day, man. See you later, Deb. We're all going to be fine. We stick together. You know where I am, man. If you need to reach out or you need a chat, like, I'm always in front of my computer. Literally, always. Or I have my phone on me, so if you're struggling, just drop me a message on Anxiety United or a comment. There's my doorbell. What timing? I'll see you later, man.